Hey vinyl community, it's Greg from 3 Dimensions of Music. I'm back for another video. How's everybody doing? It's been a little while. I saw a video a couple of weeks ago, about 2 weeks. It was by Steve, and his channel is The Ralstonians Music Report. Steve is a big blues guy. He puts out a video here and there, and I find him kind of interesting. Go over and visit Steve. He's got a great collection of blues albums, and he kind of created a thread, and I haven't seen anybody jump on it, so I'm going to jump on it because it struck a nerve with me, and we'll see how far this goes. What Steve said is your favorite collaborations. Could be anybody that would get together. It's generally not a group of people that are a band. It's known people that get together and create an album that's kind of special. And I kind of gravitated towards that thread because I myself have quite a few collaborations that I really appreciate, and I picked out a few from my collection. Now Steve said about 5, but I kind of got a little generous on that because some of them, I think there's less than 10, but you'll see why I picked more than 5. The first one I'm going to pick out is this collaboration here, and if you really can't see what the name is, it's from Metallica. This is Metallica, the second installment when they joined the San Francisco Orchestra and made all their songs that we're familiar with a backing of a collaboration of a whole ton of, here's some musicians from a established orchestra in San Francisco. And I'm hoping I'm getting this right so you guys can see it. A lot of this stuff's kind of hard to make out, but I took the records out of these so that they wouldn't be in my way and I wouldn't drop them. But they did have a nice book that's called S&M 2, and I did find S&M 1 on CD, but I missed out on the first generation of this. So there's actually 2 releases of S&M, and I'm not sure what the S&M is for specifically, but I like the title. The booklet that came with it's pretty cool. It has a lot of great pictures. Let's see if I can get through a couple of them with you. I think there's one in here that's really cool. There's all Kirk Hammett. Let's see. And, there's a picture, if you can see without no glare, of the orchestra and the crowd in the distance there. It was at it's a live concert, and I could tell these people loved it. There's the bass player. And let's see. There's the man himself getting into it, and there's some of the orchestra behind him, an upright bass. It sounds really cool. Great album. It's a 3-album set. Highly recommend it. All the big Metallica songs on there. So that was one collaboration I really appreciated. And like I said, I have the CD. I didn't bother getting it out, but the next collaboration I picked out was a group called G3. Now, G3 originally was with Eric Johnson in guitar, but these 3 guys got together, John Petrucci, Steve Vai, and Joe Satriani, and they each did a set on, this is a 3-record set. They each did a set, and then they did a set together, and Smoke on the Water is on side 6, and you haven't heard Smoke on the Water until you hear these 3 guys do it together. But this is live in Tokyo, G3, and what's exciting is at the end of January, G3 toured, I think, this year or last year for a few concerts, and maybe some guys on the West Coast saw them because they weren't around this area on the east side of the United States. But they did a few concerts together with Eric Johnson and not John Petrucci because he's busy with Dream Theater again. These guys are putting out another G3 of a compilation of the concerts they did on the West Coast. It's coming out in January 25, so I'm going to keep my eye out for that. I don't know if it's a triple set or a double set. But these three guys together, what a treat. John Petrucci, Steve Vai, and of course Joe Satriani. So a lot of noodling, a lot of great guitar work. Sounds fantastic. They did a great job on the mastering. G3. Next one is kind of special to me. This is where I get into the getting a little bit more than 5 records, but I have this Al Di Meola, John McLaughlin, and Paco de Lucia. Or it might be De Lucia or no, De Lucia or De Lucia. I'm not sure exactly, but I got to be close. Al Di Meola from Return to Forever, John McLaughlin, a star on his own right with Mahavishnu Orchestra, and Paco de Lucia is a flamenco guitarist from Spain. Very, he's passed, I think in 2015, but very well known for his flamenco style. And really cool. I got this in 1981. I actually bought this myself from the record store because I was big on Al Di Meola. And when I saw this come out, I had to have it. So that is those 3 guys together in San Francisco. And I think they were playing for maybe 2 weeks straight. And they culminated these concerts together. This one last concert, I think, they taped it. And these 3 guys got together in 1981. And then Al Di Meola was very young then. The other 2 guys were more established. Al Di Meola kept those tapes from that concert in his house in New Jersey. He lived in New Jersey. And he has all these live concerts that they taped. Obviously different concerts that Al Di Meola was a part of, but these particular concerts were included in that. And he said, gee, I wonder how those tapes are doing. They were stored in an area where it wasn't so great as far as archival, so the tapes were not in the greatest of shape. They shipped them to California, restored them, and they shipped them back, and they made let's see, that was 1981. This is 2021. I picked it up. This is a Saturday night in San Francisco. The first one was a Friday night in San Francisco. So they had 2 nights where they had concerts, and these are different songs that these guys did together in the same time period, but this was restored over 40 years later. And Bernie Grundman had a hand in this, putting it together. It sounds fantastic. It's 3 acoustic guitars. That's all these guys did. Total acoustic guitars showing off their beautiful efforts to bring the music to the masses. So that was Al Di Meola, same time period, but it was done in the recent time periods with, and they used old methods to restore the concert, which was pretty cool. And then they, oh, okay, I'm getting hypnotized by the bars going up and down. And then the third album I got was nothing to do with that concert, but I kind of pulled it because this is Passion, Grace, and Fire, real quick. Same 3 guys, great album, Passion, Grace, and Fire. John McLaughlin, Al Di Meola, and Paco de Lucia. Okay, so sorry about that. That was like 3 molded into 1. The next one, and you can see a theme here in a way, John McLaughlin and Carlos Santana, Love, Devotion, Surrender. This was the first album I thought when Steve brought up collaborations. This is an excellent album. I bought this originally from the record store back when I was a teenager. Great album, Love, Devotion, and Surrender. Carlos and John together. And that's their, I think it's like a Buddha master that they were into the religion there for quite a while. And that guy was their mentor in that religion. Next one up. These I found back in the day when I was a teenager. It's a collaboration of a lot of jazz musicians. It's called Montreux Summit. It was done in Montreux, Switzerland. And there's actually 2 of them. Two record sets. And let me just read some of the people that were on here. Let's see if I can find them all. Jay Chataway was the producer. Bob James was a big influence on this. We have Bob James, George Duke, Billy Cobham, Ralph McDonald, Steve Kahn, John Schaefer, Eric Gale, Stan Getz, Woody Shaw, Alfonso Johnson, Dexter Gordon, Benny Golson, Hubert Laws, Bobby Humphrey, Tiz Van Leer, and Maynard Ferguson. Outstanding outstanding albums. I actually found a pair of these, the same two. These are my originals, but I found a pair, and I sent them up to my good friend Steve, the early morning show, and I hope he appreciates them. If he likes some jazz, and I think he'd like them because he likes Miles Davis. Although this is nothing like Miles Davis, these guys, but what they did was great. And these two albums, I really, these are kind of like heirloom albums to me. I love them. The songs on them are great. Okay. And then the second one, let's see. Same people. Yeah, same people. They just had four different albums, two double albums. Lastly, to wrap it up for you guys, one of my favorite guitarists is John Scofield, and he's joined Government Mule. It's called Sco Mule. I've shown this before, but I don't make a lot of videos, so you might not remember. But this is when John was with Sco Mule, playing with... This guy was a big fan of John Scofield. I say this guy, but I'm trying to remember his name. Let me see if I can get it here, if I can read it. Warren Haynes from the Allman Brothers and Government Mule. Great album. Sounds great. A lot of great songs on here. Hot and Tot, Doing It to Death, Birth of the Mule, Sco Mule was a great song. Kind of Bird, Tom Thumb, and Pass the Peas. Blues rock, just outstanding album. If you ever see it, pick it up. If you like Government Mule, you can't go wrong. And lastly, a John Scofield gem with Pat Metheny. This I think I got from Acoustic Sounds. I Can See Your House From Here. It's on Blue Note. It's a fantastic album. Highly recommended if you like John Scofield. Of course, if you don't know Pat Metheny, you should. Other than that, it's a great album. Great collaboration between these guys. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't go too long. Real quick, I want to say goodbye and I love you so much to my granddaughters, Charlotte, London, Madison, and Evelyn. You're the stars in my galaxy. Bye for now.